Hello everyone, welcome to This Week in Comics. We're here in Comic Connections as we are every week, and we are looking at 5 of this week's release and a couple of graphic novel selections. I've also set myself a challenge for this week not to open every sentence with "so", and I'm also going to try not to look at any Spider-Man, Batman, Tom King or Scott Murphy books because that's what I do, it feels like, every week. Okay, so let's have a look at what's coming out on the 14th of March 2018. So, New Mutants issue 1 from Marvel. This is Marvel's big new release this week. If you like your X-Men and you like magic and all that stuff, as in the character, not as in people waving wands and stuff. It's another X-Men issue 1. They seem to be going for a bit of a rebranding of X-Men at the minute as they find what works and what doesn't work. And I know this comes with a built-in audience because people always like the New Mutant stuff, which is why they've brought it out. So, Vampironica issue 1. It's not very often we stock much in the way of Archie. It's not very often at all that I recommend Archie. However, I do have a thing for obscure Archie crossovers, such as Archie vs Predator, which was a real thing, and Archie Sharknado, which was a real thing, and Archie and the Ramones, and Archie Punisher, and Archie Turtles. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. This isn't really a crossover, but you know the title is a bit of a portmanteau. It's a mashup between Vampirella and Veronica, as you can tell, and this is part of their horror line, so it's more for a teen audience than for a kids audience. It's an issue 1. If you're a fan of Riverdale or that Archie thing in general, if you grew up with them, it's a good book to check out. It's a lot of fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's a great starting point. Eternity Girl issue 1. Young Animals, DC, Gerard Way, Vertigo, Mature Readers, issue 1.
So good.
American Gods by Neil Gaiman, based on a TV show which is based on the book. We already had the Shadow miniseries, which was obviously following the protagonist through his adventures. This is the second volume, so we've had a bit of a break between, and we're coming back, and it's American Gods, My Angel. So it's following a different set of characters, but it's still set in that HBO, is it HBO? HBO-esque universe. Again, I haven't read these because I'm awful, but I love the original book. I'm a huge Neil Gaiman fan. I will do pretty much anything he's involved with, which is why American Gods is on my pick, and so is my graphic novel pick of the week. American Gods, Shadow, the aforementioned book. So it's just come out in hardcover in the UK. It's only £20. That's every issue in a lovely hardcover format. That's my pick of the week. So my final pick. So, didn't come out this week. So it's an older book that came out about 2 weeks ago or so. This is a Terrifics issue 1. So this is part of the New Age DC Heroes books. This is the one I think a lot of people are looking forward to because it has the more recognisable characters. You've got Metamorpho, Plastic Man, Mr. Terrific. They're all in this doing their thing. And it sold out in week 1, which is why we didn't have any in to talk about, but we've got it back in on reorder. It's a great issue 1, jumping on point, so I think you should give this a look if you've been into the New Age DC Hero stuff. And that's it. I talked about 5 comics this week with no Batman, no Spider-Man, no mention of my favourite writers. I got through. Yes, I did it. I am going to go home now and read Batman and Spider-Man, though. Sorry.
Hi guys, Lisa from Comic Connections here, and I'm here this week to tell you about a brand new event that we've got happening over the Easter holidays. So we are running, in conjunction with some of the shops in Parsons Street, an Egg-Cellent Heroes Egg Trail. So Banbury Rocks, the great project group, has been helping us paint some mini eggs of superheroes which will be hiding up and down Parsons Street and as well as in store. And from Thursday the 29th of March, you can collect an entry form from us here at Comic Connections upstairs in Parsons Street, and you can go on a little hunt around Parsons Street to find all these superhero eggs. Now, alongside that, we're also going to be doing 5 cracking read recommendations for you. And the first one is Teen Titans Go! Party 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 Volume 1. Now, this is not only our cracking read recommendation of the week, you can have an opportunity to win this volume if you win our Egg Trail. So the story, my 4-year-old Joshua absolutely loves it. If you're a fan of the Cartoon Network series, then all your favourite characters are in this. They fight a big bag pizza monster and a video game console that comes to life. And it's just bright, colourful and great fun. Perfect for adults to read to their children, as well as children to get into their comics. So pick it up in store. And if you're a sub-customer during our Crack and Read recommendation in the Easter holidays, you'll save 10%.
This is Previews. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Previews comes out monthly and it covers everything that comes into the comic store in 2 months' time. So in a couple of weeks, I will be ordering from the March previews for May release. So if you want to have a look and get an advanced tease on what's coming 2 months ahead of time and get any pre-orders in, you need to come in store and ask to look at previews. We always have it on the counter. But to make it easier, join us on the 21st of March as we will be next door in the wine vaults for our preview social evening. We'll have plenty of copies of previews. There'll be drinks flowing. Hopefully lots of people there discussing the comics they enjoy, and you can all share your opinions back and forth, get some orders in, and then by the time May rolls around, you'll have cool stuff to buy. That's how this works. We order 2 months in advance, so you don't have to, but if you do, it really helps us, so consider it. That's it. We're going to be talking more about Leamington Comic Con in the weeks to come, but tickets are available on the website. It's a proper Comic Con. It's about comics and comic creators. There's no people from Lords of the Rings or a guy who walked past in the background of True Blood there. It is just comic creators. It's a great show. I've been every year. I'm very lucky. I recommend you go. I'll be there as a dealer this year, so I won't be able to look around as much as I would like to, but at least I'm going to be there. That's it for another week. We will see you next week, and we'll be talking about comics.